Hello, hello. Welcome to another Senran Kagura live stream with me, ya boy. I'm trying to adjust to the screen here because the capture on the emulator is a little bit odd. So we got the screen not looking exactly how I wanted. What I could do is that I can try maybe stretching it a little bit. Just stretching it like this. Yeah, it doesn't look as good, but it fills up the screen. I mean, I'm not stretching it too bad. It's kind of like when you stretch a PS2 game, or actually no, when you stretch out like a Game Boy Advance game. Yeah, see, the problem here is that we got like these black bars, like these tiny little like pixel length black bars here. Okay, so it doesn't look that bad. That's alright. I just want all of the corners to be visible because then I was adjusting the screen here and I ended up screwing some stuff up. So, excuse me while I do this. But yeah, how is everybody? Now would be a good time for me to just stall and give it a few minutes so that people can show up. But I'm getting a little sick of this same musical loop over and over again because I was setting up for the stream and I had the opening screen you know, on display, and it was just playing the same little loop over and over and over again. So I think I just want to move on at the very least. There we go. Not letting me move up or down because I only have one save file. These little opening menus are a little, I don't like using this word. It's just an annoying sounding word, but framey. It looks a little framey. And by that, it means that it kind of stutters a little bit and it doesn't flow at like 60 frames as how one would expect. Which feels weird considering when you actually dive into the game proper. It's all nice and smooth. That's how you guys saw in the last episode. Technically 2. Because for anybody that didn't watch the episode 1 and 1.5, please go watch those. Yeah, it was all supposed to be one episode, but then the stream crashed and we were having technical difficulties and stuff, and so I had to turn off the stream and boot it back up, and we did like another 2 hours. But now I did something different where I changed the settings to have like dynamic bitrate. And so maybe that'll fix it. I don't know. I googled it a little bit, and I was in the OBS forums, and it was saying you can use dynamic bitrate, and that can help out, you know, in terms of congestion or whatever. Because usually, the first thing that the OBS forums and the website itself will tell you in the FAQ is that it's not our fault. Whatever bad is happening with you, we didn't do it. And the number one thing that they'll tell you is that it's probably your connection with whatever server you're streaming on, right? Whether that's Restream, or YouTube, or Twitch, or all of those combined. But yeah, I don't know. Right now, we're doing YouTube, exclusively YouTube, but maybe in future episodes, we'll go back to Restream, because I don't know what it is. It's like this weird curse that happens with me, where like, I do Restream, and I'm really happy with Restream, and I love it, because it connects me to both Twitch and YouTube, and it's great. But then, after using it for a while, the connection just kind of dies. And for like 3-4 times in a row that I want to stream, the connection is at like 0 kilobytes per second, and not outputting anything. I have the server connection at automatic, so Restream like automatically connects to the best server or whatever. And apparently it connects to the worst ones because it doesn't connect, right? And so then the inevitable thing happens where I leave it. I stop using it, and I only do Twitch, or I only do YouTube, and like a month later, I come back and everything is perfect, right? So, you know, I'm in the abandoning phase. And I think maybe, if everything works okay in like the next couple of episodes in playing Senran Kagura Burst, then I'll go back to doing Restream, because I do know that, you know, the viewership on Twitch is not terrible. Every time I go back into the archives, turns out, oh, there's like 20 views on this, right? And I just, you know, disconnected from the stream. So, you know, there are some people watching. So I don't want to leave them hanging. So, yeah, pretty soon we'll go back to Twitch. Let's see, but let's catch up with the chat. There's a bunch of people talking right now. You guys cannot really see all of it because the bottom screen of the 3DS is kind of getting in the way, but that's okay. Kevin Miles, hello. What's going on, my favorite YouTuber? Really? I'm your favorite YouTuber? I don't know. I don't know if I deserve that title. I really haven't done anything special to warrant being anybody's favorite. Unless you're a big Senran Kagura fan. Well, I guess that makes sense. I'm your favorite because I'm the only person, as far as I know, that is still, you know, talking about Senran Kagura, much less, like, the original 3DS game from, like, 10 years ago, right? How's your day going? Good. I, worked a lot today. And, now I'm not working. And now I'm playing games. And then maybe after the stream, I'm probably gonna keep working on the World News Video video essay. Alternative GoldenEye. Hello, hello. What's up? What's up? Grim. Hello, how's it going? Nice Patrick Star profile picture. I don't know why, but I always assumed that you would have like a Genshin Impact profile picture or like a VTuber profile picture. Like some meme crony, you know, helicopter profile picture or something. Something fate related. Crony with her saber face. I figured she would have something like that. Brendan H, good evening. Hello, hello. I know you in particular were looking forward to the stream, so welcome, welcome. We have a lot of story stuff to get through. There's a lot of stuff that says new. So, you know, I kind of wanted to finish chapter 1 in the last stream, but you know what? I'm not really gonna hurry it up. I'm kind of just gonna go at my own pace. The screen is really small on the 3DS, so excuse me while I check in and try to see, you know, what's been done. So, if any of these levels have a letter rating on any of them, then that means that I haven't done them. So, all of them will show up as new if you switch the character. So, technically, we've done most of these with Asuka, but we're Hibari right now. And so, with Hibari, we haven't done any of these, only the one mission. And there's all of these side missions as well that are not even story-related. It's like side content, something that the remake doesn't have. Oh, yeah, another thing. I went back into the archives and I noticed that I was shitting on the remake a little bit too much. So, I'm gonna tone it down a little bit. I'm gonna tone down the big long rants as well. And, mostly just, shoot the breeze with you guys. Just talk and respond to whatever I think is worth responding to. And then just, get a move on with the game. Because the game is fun, and I think the best time to, like, you know, talk about stuff, it's when I'm just, like, fighting stuff. So there's no ranking on this. I could have sworn I already did this mission, but hey, let's warm up. Let's warm up, baby. Oh, wait, I didn't get the score because I did this with Asuka. Oh, I did it in frantic mode. And with frantic mode, the score is not showing up, from the looks of it. Well, whatever. Let's go ahead and warm up and stretch them legs. All right. Oh, wait. I need to full screen this thing because otherwise I'm not gonna be able to see. I have like 3 different windows on here. I just got Burst Renewal last month on a sale. Everyone is really fun to play as, except Mirai. She handles weird. Yeah, Mirai has always handled weird. The only game where I actually really like playing as Mirai is in Deep Crimson. Because in Deep Crimson, she has 3 different weapons, and her heavy attack is just her switching from a machine gun to like a grenade launcher and stuff like that. It's cool. I actually like it. Wow, the chat's really popping off today. Cool, makes me happy. Morning for me, good to see GGHF back. Yeah, I've been gone for a while. These little Senran Kagura streams are basically like, you know, me being back after a good long while of not really doing stuff. And you guys already know why. I got my video talking about it when I was really depressed. But don't worry about me. I feel better now. Especially now with the anime waifus, you know? I just gotta learn to take it easy. There we go. Got some milk. It's really important that you actually break all of those things because a lot of these have shinobi scrolls. And that's experience points. Now, they're all 500 experience points. I can't remember if there's, like, any other ones that give you more points. Probably not. I only remember the 500 points ones. Eventually, you're so high level that it doesn't even matter, but, you know, more points is better than no points at all. I still want my SK7. Why do you say 7? Why do you replace the V with the 7 like it's, that TV show, 7? It's 7 even. Like, that girl... I remember a long time ago when we got the news that 7 would be, like, reworked and stuff, and when Takaki left and stuff, there was this one girl that was covering the Senran Kagura news, and she called it Senran Kagura 7 even. I'm like, 7 even? What are you 7 even talking about? 7. They even say it in the teaser trailer. Senran Kagura 7. It's not the first time that people screw around with words and numbers in a stupid sounding way. Alright, these guys are kind of getting a little out of hand. We need to transform. I will always watch when there's Senran waifus involved. Yeah, I know. I know that very, very well because I play and stream other things and no one ever watches that. So, I say, you know what? I haven't played through the original burst yet, so might as well do it live. I'll do it live. Alright. One of my favorite franchises. Roboco or other cultured Hololive profile picture. Yeah, I guess. I am currently playing Kingdom Hearts 2. Been playing through the series ever since the final Smash announcement. That's a series that I haven't finished either. I remember I had this long-ass series where before Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, I was saying, oh, before Kingdom Hearts 3 shows up, I want to play through all of the Kingdom Hearts games because I have the story so far, I have all of the CDs, I have everything, right? And, I beat Kingdom Hearts 1, I watched all of the cutscenes for Chain of Memories, I watched all of the cutscenes for 358 over 2, and I finished Kingdom Hearts 2. The only, like, games that I've actually, like, played is Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2. And the other ones, I saw the cutscenes for them. Right now, I'm in Birth by Sleep. The final mix of Birth by Sleep. But, I never finished it. I beat the, Terra story, and right now I'm playing as Ventus. And it kind of got a little tiring playing that every day. I was like, you know what, I kind of need a little break from it. Especially when after I beat Ventus, I have to go and play as Aqua again, you know? Like, beating the same game 3 times, even though it is a little different every time. It's a little tiring, so it's like, I'm gonna chill from this for a second. I like it. In fact, I would say that Birth by Sleep is probably my favorite Kingdom Hearts game so far out of the ones that I've played. Which is 1 and 2, and that's it. I haven't touched Kingdom Hearts 3. I think I played, like, the first level in Hercules Land just to test it out because I got a physical PS4 copy of Kingdom Hearts 3, and I was so excited that I said, you know what, I have to play it at least a little bit. I know I haven't finished all the other games, but I kind of want to. And so I felt out, like, the initial, like, tutorial-y parts of it. Saw the opening cutscene and stuff, but, like, overall, I really haven't played it at all. And I want to get through all these other games. I want to get through 2.8 and, Dream Drop Distance and all that stuff before we can get to the big kahuna. And then after that, we got Melody of Memories, the rhythm game. Oh my god, lay off me. No, poor Hibari. She's getting ganked over here. Ironically, my health hasn't actually gone down a whole lot. Hide Nimpo. Yeah, there we go. Tackle them like it's a football match. Like it's the Packers versus these other guys that were always winning. And then the Packers won, and my mom yelled really loud because she loves the Packers. The Steelers, that's what it was. Packers versus Steelers, and I think, like, the Steelers were winning a bunch of games. And, my mom was like, no, the Packers are gonna win this one. They're gonna break the winning streak. And then, like, at the very last possible second, the Packers intercepted. And they won. And my mom was really happy. My mom loves sports. I am not into sports. I mostly just sit around and watch it with her because it's, you know, bonding time and it makes her happy, but I don't give a shit about sports. But I saw that match and she was happy. I'm sure there's some Bill Burr podcast talking about it, covering that. And what's going on is Bill Burr back to the Monday morning, a little bit afternoon after I take a shit Monday morning podcast. How you doing? All of you ladies out there. I'm not too much on the Hololive. What'd you say about Hololive? What? What'd you say so I can kick your ass? No. Grim is saying, I'm not too much on Hololive, so something else. Okay. You already did this. Well, whatever. We leveled up a bunch and we warmed up. Yeah, I didn't see the score on it, and so I was like, did I not do this? Did it not save? But yeah, I did. But, the reason for why, yeah, so the score doesn't show up because, I did it with Asuka in Frantic mode, and if you're in Frantic mode, I guess the score doesn't show up. For some reason, I remember seeing, like, the little star symbol next to it as opposed to the score, but, yeah. Punish's a harasser, so that's a Katsuragi mission that we did in Frantic. Yes, yes, yes. Wager the plushie, we did that already. Hibari's training. Heavy Joe Assassin. There we go. So this is definitely, yeah, an Asuka mission. Anything that matters is an Asuka mission. Oh! Bring me, oh god, Brandon, you're gonna love this. Get ready to laugh, get ready to get horny, get ready to cry, because this is a Katsuragi backstory. Or just her in general. Been having fun replaying Valkyrie Drive. Oh god, you'll be best friends with Heavy. He's like the only other person playing Valkyrie Drive right now. It's all good, as long as GG is having fun and enjoying himself with quality waifus. Yeah, thank you. Too many games to keep up with. Yeah, there's too many games in very little time. Especially for me, where, like, I've been addicted to using emulators recently, so, like, all of my older games are coming back, like, essentially remastered. You know, it's like, wow, I can play this PS2 game at, like, 1080p, 60 frames. God, I kind of want to play it again. I kind of want to play Shin Megami Tensei 3 again. The PS2 copy that I have, right, as opposed to the remaster that I really want on Switch, but, don't have it. But, like, again, like, that PS2 through an emulator, the PS2 version, might as well be the same thing. Too many. Okay, let me just catch up with the chat real quick. Let me just read real quick what everybody's got going on, and then I will dig my teeth deep into Katsuragi lore. Yeah, too many games to keep up with. I've been playing Fatal Frame 5. Oh, that game's good. Yeah, that one was on Wii U, right? Yeah, enjoy it on Switch. Asuka was never really afraid of frogs, was she? She was in the anime, but it's not really a thing in the games. It's not official. It's not canon. It's not official lore. I gotta get the final chapter prologue, 3 in Melody and Memories. Yeah. Once upon a time, I had every single Kingdom Hearts game, and then the Kyrie Rhythm game came out, and now I don't have all of them. Now that it's out on Epic Games, I wonder if I am gonna get it on PC or on Switch. Oh no, I want to get it on Switch, because if you get it on Switch, you get like an extra music track for Smash Brothers. Yeah. You get like a jazz version of Simple and Clean or whatever. I'm actually playing Senran Kagura for Japan mobile game app. Oh yeah, New Link? I have New Link right here on my iPhone. I was just grinding out a bunch of Ninto cards to level up my girls. I'm doing a lot of awakenings right now. I'm actually playing Senran Kagura. Okay, Sasuke Hibari. I'm not playing Chin of Memories. It's awesome. Call me Johnny. Oh, I know him. He's cool. Suffer through it, and I'm not gonna kill myself over that shit. Yeah, Chin of Memories is not the best. The final mix, the console version is better, but was never really super into the gameplay. And so I just watched all the cutscenes, and that was fun. It was like watching a movie. I'm also playing Evangelion Mobile on Rent a Girlfriend. There's a mobile app for Rent a Girlfriend. Wow. Gotta finish getting all the collectibles for Summon Nights. Oh, Summon Nights, I know that one. I have like a Game Boy Advance copy of some Summon Nights game, I forget. This is indeed a cat-focused novel section. I already played like 10 games this month. I play like a million every day. When I was a kid playing Chain of Memories, I remember playing all the earlier shit. Snake Bucks and Backs, Understand Frogs, Food Wars, and Turn 30S. Alright, cool. Finally, I'm caught up. Alright. Apologies if I don't respond right away, but let's get into some story stuff. Let's do it. Come on! Bring me someone tougher, says Katsuragi. Bah! Take that, Bridge! You're all a bunch of sissies? Bunch of pussies? No one's giving me a fun challenge. Is there like a way for me to go back? Because I kind of missed it. Did she say sissies or pussies? Whatever. No one gives me a fun challenge. Yumi is the strongest girl in Senran Kagura? Well, I wouldn't say so. In a world where Kagura and Fubuki exists, I'd say there are many that are slightly stronger. I opened my eyes to see the dorm ceiling. She said pussies. Yeah, I was like, did she say what I think she said? She said the P word. I opened my eyes to see the dorm ceiling. The clock by my bed says it's 4 in the morning. Oh god. I relate to her on a spiritual level. I had the same dream as usual, where I beat everybody up. The past few years, I've had that same adrenaline rush dream almost every night before waking up. My wet dream. Gotta change my underwear every time. It's totally unrewarding, though. The rush I get from it isn't enough. Like a drug. You'd think I'd at least be able to find satisfaction in my dreams, but nope. My name is Katsuragi. You're wondering how I got into the situation. Not my real name, obviously. It's like a code name for identification. And this is one of the bigger pieces of lore, where like none of the girls' names are actually their real names. So Katsuragi is not actually Katsuragi. There's a really fun fan theory out there that says that the real names for all of the characters is actually the names of all the voice actresses, which already with Yumi, it kind of doesn't make sense because the voice actress for Yumi is Yumi Hara, the girl that voice acts an Idolmaster character and like millions of other characters, you know. But like for everybody else, you know, you say like, Asuka's name is like Hitomi, right? Because Hitomi Harada is like then the voice actress. That'd be cool, you know, like the voice actresses' names are the real names. But yeah, it's all code names. Which is funny because like even like close family calls everybody by their code names. So I don't know if that's a bit of lore that like the Takaki forgot about or just everybody just does that for safety. Yeah, it's weird. Not my real name, obviously, just a code name. Yeah, code names lore. I still like the name my parents gave me, which is Kickarina, Kickarella. That's what everyone calls me, and I'm not the type who cares much about that kind of stuff. Yeah, you can consider that a nickname. It's like me, right? Or like YouTubers or content creators, people online. If you have a personality online, whether you're a YouTuber or not, like, you know, it's weird because people kind of like identify more with like their username than it is like their real name. You know, it's like weird imposter syndrome of like, who's the real me? Am I Butt Slapper 69 or am I Jimmy? Jimmy Jefferson. That's what everyone calls me. I'm not into that kind of... There we go. Hwah! So what's the button to get rid of? Yeah, there we go. X. Fast forward, so don't press that one. Show high text. Yeah, I'm using an Xbox controller, and so the X and the Y buttons are flipped. So the Y button is at the top, and so when it says Y, it's like, oh, no, I'm actually pressing X. So, yeah, it's the button on the side that I should be hitting, which is Y. I just need to remember, Nintendo controllers have the X at the top, alright? Process of elimination, if X is up there, Y is over here. And then A and B, I really don't have a problem because it's just the Japanese format of playing games, which is how I play most of my games. Even if I can like rebind my controls for other like American games, if I can have it be like Japanese controls where like the button on the right is select and the button below is cancel, I'll usually do that because it's just comfortable. I play a ton of Japanese games, so I'm just used to that format. And so with PlayStation games, I'm always like accidentally quitting out of stuff when I don't want to. I change my clothes, jump out the dorm window, and dash off into the mountains. Like that, like Linkara. I want to see a Miku Miku dance, an MMD model, animated like Linkara. Like, I run, dash off into the mountains. Like that. A shinobi's morning starts early. Well, you did wake up at 4 in the morning. Assuming that showering, getting your hair ready, and getting clothed, that was like an hour plus breakfast. So yeah, 5, 6 in the morning. A shinobi's morning starts early. I'm still only a student, but the basic routine isn't all that different from a full-fledged one. Cat smile can melt away all troubles and settle minds at ease. You bet. Her smile is too good. It's a little bit ironic that the thumbnail for this stream is Ikariga as opposed to Katsuragi. I made all of the thumbnails ahead of time, and I accidentally made the Katsuragi thumbnail episode 3, and this is episode 2, and I just put Ikariga in there. But I guess Ikariga's story doesn't really show up until much later. I forgot the cat goes first. But oh well. Oh well. What separates us is the danger. The only opponents I fight are dummies every single day. Even on hard mode, even on level 9 Smash characters is still too easy for me. Is there no Hungry Box? Is there no Mewtwo King that can challenge me in Senran Kagura? I can body them. I mean, I play Senran Kagura a lot, right? Or maybe not. Actually, no. I don't know. I don't want to speak too big. I play Senran Kagura a lot, but I feel like if like Hungry Box or Mewtwo King said, I challenge you to Estival versus or whatever, they'd probably kick my ass. Or they'd complain that it's not, that is not like Smash or whatever, and I can use that to my advantage and bust some ass. And besides, I know what all the fast characters are. I'll break out my Ikariga, break out Hikage, break out Hanabi. She's slow as hell, but like a just giant hammer. Take that. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Even if I get to fight outside of class, it's just thieves or gang members. People that don't really know how to fight. People that don't have a high enough ki level. I break out my scouter and I scan their power level and I laugh. Can't wait for Hibari's segment. Yeah, Hibari's multiple traumatic story portions. It really gets boring. I want to fight someone stronger. Is there no Super Saiyan that can come in and challenge me? I wish the Senran Kagura multiplayer was still popular. Some great memories playing Senran multiplayer. Really, I barely ever played multiplayer. I only got into the multiplayer with bots so that I could get the achievements on Shinobi Versus. But I never actually played. I think with Peach Beach Splash, I played a little bit more. There were some people from the chat that, like, actually joined in. I know Hasio joined in. I think Brandon joined in at some point. We had a few people that we would play, like, the Horde mode, like the survival mode. So that we can get a bunch of money and stuff, so that we can just blow it out on cards and gacha and stuff. Those were fun times, but I don't really... I never really played multiplayer for any of the other games. The cool thing would be with Deep Crimson, because that one has, like, real-time co-op for all the missions and stuff. Shinobi Versus a multiplayer? Hell yeah, I had a multiplayer! And it was fun. It was like capture the flag, but capture the panties. I can't miss out on training. If someone really tough did show up, you bet your ass I'd fight them. I don't think I had a PS4 when you did that. Well, it was someone else. Oh, probably Heavy. I know it was like 3 people. It was, frickin' Axon. Yeah. Axon, Hasio, and I think Heavy. Yeah. Yeah, for once I come to THP stream with Hibari not crying. Well, we've barely been going for 28 minutes. We still have, a whole hour and a half left. Before the stream ends. Remember, these streams are 2 hours. And so, in any of those 2 hours, we could get something. Don't jinx yourself. First off, I do some stretching to lumber up. Then a quick run across the field. I feel good as I listen to my footfalls on the mountain road and the chirping of the birds. After 6 miles, I do some more stretching. Then 100 push-ups and sit-ups each. Oh, the One Punch Man training regimen. I do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 jumping jacks, 100 miles to 100, and I chug a glass of water for 100 seconds. I go bald and lose all my hair. And then I'm the strongest man in the world. Just like One Punch Man. She's bored that nobody's strong enough for her, you know? But this is one kick woman. By the time I break a sweat, one kick girl. The sun finally decides to put in an appearance. The orange sunshine peaks between the trees, coloring the whole mountain in a warm glow. She's a strong girl. How does she not have abs? Because Daidoji stole them all. Where am I? I love this time of day. Once I finish, I start to head back to the dorms. When I feel a small presence behind me, I sense a pathetic power level of 2. It's faint. Could just be my imagination. But I turn around anyway. And sure enough, there's nothing there. Choco. Choco-sensei? I can say it without even thinking. Choco's my dog's name. He's a pedigree Pomeranian. Oh my god, a male character in Senran Kagura? Weird. Small enough to hold in one hand. He's round like a little ball, and I used to love to roll the little guy around. Bigger animals tried to eat him. But one day, he was gone. I'd have him since I was little. I want to see more Choco. Is a cute doggo. Noel, Genshin Impact, finally worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary. That'll be a nice screw attack death battle. I will try and stay for as long as I can, but I have to get lunch soon. We'll try and come back if I do get more quality on car. Well, as I said, the stream is 2 hours. I'm gonna end this at around like 10 p.m. PST. So if you finish lunch by then you can stick around for the end. Or you can bring your food to your phone or your computer or whatever it is. Or your Nintendo Switch, and you can watch right alongside you eat. I'll know that you're eating. I'll be having lunch later too. Sure, everybody get fed. Ever since then, whenever I get that odd feeling, I find myself thinking that maybe it's him. There's no way it's Choco. It's silly to think he'd just show up. Unless Choco's a shinobi too, sent out to kill me. But I can't bring myself to give up hope. I'm still always looking for him. Despite how long it's been. We'll try and eat while I watch. Sure. Despite how long it's been, the moment's hitting me hard. I feel my eyes welling up with dares. Actually, Choco wasn't the only one who vanished. My parents disappeared right along with him. Great. You think about the dog first, and it's, oh, by the way, yeah, my parents too. You think that's a little bit more important. I always wonder why my family would just disappear like that. But deep down, I think I knew. That's why I want to be strong. In a shinobi's world, you either get strong, or you wind up losing everything. I've never actually talked to anyone at school about my family. Getting all mopey about that kind of thing just isn't my style, you know? So, I'm pretty sure they didn't have this planned out for the future, but they do something really cool here where in Shinobi Versus, you find out why Katsuragi's parents disappear. And of course, it's because of Yumi. It's 11 p.m. here, THD. Yeah, I know. Time zones are different for everybody. For me, it's 8:30. And for people, it's like way later. So I appreciate you watching me when it's so late at night for you guys. But yeah, in Shinobi Versus, they say, that it's Yumi. That you know, that she's kind of involved in that because Katsuragi's parents were given a mission to, kill Kurakage. Who at the time, I guess, well, you know, he was taking care of all of the guessing girls. And, you know, at this time, Kurakage was like this old, dying old man. He was bedridden. He wasn't doing anything anymore. And at this point, I think he was already, like, regretting every single decision he ever made in his life. And so Katsuragi's parents were like, no, we can't do this. He's just a crappy, dying old man. He's gonna die on his own. You know, we don't have to do it. But the good shinobi, the good shinobi headquarters, they saw this as, like, treason. And is like, oh, well, we're gonna send you. We're gonna send other people to go kill you, Katsuragi's parents. And so they ran away. And they abandoned Katsuragi because they wanted to protect her from all of that, right? They didn't want to find any links or association so that they didn't send any ninjas out, you know, to get her as well. So they just ran away. They went away. They disappeared. So it's because of Kurakage that Katsuragi's parents are gone. Heading out to lunch. We'll be back later. Keep having fun. Yeah, thank you. It's explained that they failed a mission in this game. Just not what mission. Oh, really? I guess they'll explain it here. I'm watching the stream of my Xbox One. Good to know. The weebiest thing you'll see on Xbox. Getting all mopey about that kind of thing just isn't my style. Yeah, well, you say that, but like on the outside, yeah, it's not your style, but on the inside, you're thinking about this all the time. Still want to know what her parents look like. I'm sure they look like people. Time for breakfast. I changed my mood through sheer force of will. Yeah, literally forcing yourself to not be bummed out. I walk into the ninja room and go straight to the sushi counter. My parents aren't home. I fire up the casserole dish. First, some water in the pan for my special miso. Once it boils, I throw in some noodles and add a dash of wild grass I found while I was running. Literally grass that you found on the ground. The smell of miso gradually fills the ninja room. 3 minutes and some unashamed drooling later, the ultimate ninja cooking is done. Alright, itadakimasu, thank you for the food, or yep. Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub. Is that a Simpsons reference? Is that literally a Bart Simpson reference? God. I appreciate the work that people do in translating and localizing these games, but also fuck the way that people localize these games. It's awful. Because they just add in whatever the hell they want. She forces herself to feel better, which is just sad. Yup. As I eat my wild grass and ramen special, yeah, you put some special garnish there, natural herb garnish. Got the green herb from Resident Evil and put it on under her ramen. A weird sight suddenly fills my vision. Something round is moving on the other side of the sliding door. I fling the door open without thinking. What? I can't believe my eyes. These damn teenagers with their drones. A soft, fluffy ball is floating in the air. The hell is this? The color and form rule out it being one of Master Kiriya's ninja tricks. Not to mention, he never uses his abilities outside of class. An enemy trap, I leap to my feet. Wapow! Let out a kick that cuts the ball in two. It disappears into a puff of smoke with nothing left behind. I quickly scan all around me for threats. There's no sign of the enemy, but my adrenaline is still at max. I'll bet that thing was for the enemy to spy on us. How did it get all the way here? I'll bet that thing was for the enemy to spy on us. If it was just floating around at random, There's no telling what kind of data it could have gotten. Yeah, it's like a Google Maps camera. If so, then it was probably sending data back. Uh-oh. Which would mean we're about to have some seriously unpleasant company. Asuka walked into the room at some point. She looks worried. What do you mean nothing? She's pointing at my now cold ramen. Why would you say nothing? You're late for class and there's still ramen in your bowl. Yeah, the with the food part, you know something's going on. But late for class? You mean like she decided instead of going to class, she just like started eating? Presumably this happened in like a minute or two, but like, wow. Hey THP, witness be the third time you played Shinobi Versus? Wait, witness? I think you mean, would this be the third time you play Shinobi Versus? No. I played Shinobi Versus like a million times on my own. On PSP, I played it. PS Vita. On PS Vita, I played it a ton of times. And then I recorded my Let's Play for it, for the Vita version, years and years ago, which did very, very well. It's probably one of my most, like, consistently and most highest viewed series ever. But then the PC version came out, and then I played through that again. Not like, recorded or on stream or anything. It was just, like, an extras episode. But, yeah, I played and beat that, too. I skipped all of the story stuff because I already knew it. But, yeah. But, yeah, I've played it a ton of times. If you want to talk about Burst, then it'll be my second time playing through the Burst story, but my first time playing through the original on camera. Again, I have 60 hours on the original on 3DS. Ooh, I meant for the channel. For the channel, no. This would not be my third time playing anything. Again, technically my second time, but in terms of like the actual original 3DS game, it's barely my first time on camera. It amazes me that she's been a sad clown her whole life. Kinda. Asuka's a persistent one. I'll spill. Okay. Once everybody gathered to tell them about the ball. Why isn't Kiriya here for this? Why don't you go to class and just say it? Very convenient, out on business. Actually, Karagata, whichever one nods. Maybe fight? Says Yagyu, gently comforting Hibari, patting her on the head. I couldn't disagree more with the others. I want to fight some people. I hope they come and try and kill us. I want to fight. I want to fight someone tough. I want a high power level. That's why I've done all this training. I want to see just how strong I really am. I can't tell them that, though. Not when I see how anxious they all are. They'll come. I know the enemy's coming. All over the place. That's why they had the camera. They were peeping on us and jacking off from the other side. I know the enemy's coming. I'm completely convinced. And if they're out to get us, it makes perfect sense that they do it while the master's away. Cries Hibari, peering outside or on the sliding door. There's a strange-looking girl in the courtyard. And her thirst for blood is palpable, soaking through the air like humidity. Damn, what a way to say it. They're here. They're finally here. We moved to the courtyard in a group. State your name. Oh god. Omae wa dare? Who are you guys? Whose voice is this? Haruka's? You guys are shinobi students, right? The black-haired girl takes a single step forward. Black hair? Homura? Kind of figured it'd be like brown hair. Like dark brown instead of black. I can't really hear the voices very well. I kind of assumed it was like Haruka. Kind of sounded like Haruka. Oh, the place with the big black moon. The big planet next to him. The clandestine Hebijo Academy. All shinobi students have heard its name. Let me adjust the volume just a little bit. Sorry, I've been subscribed to this channel for so long, I'm trying to remember what's what. It's okay. I want to fight. Okay. It's a notorious school where evil shinobi are trained and raised, but as notorious as it is, everything about it is shrouded in mystery. Its size, its activities, hell, even its existence is often called into question. Can I just say... God, the text scrolling is so incredibly slow, and I don't think there's any options to make it go any faster. Yeah. Very slow. And they're trying to be like, what? No! We're not Hanzo students. At Hikariga's attempted misdirection, the girl pulls out a photograph and invokes a camouflage barrier. Alright then, what the hell is the point in asking me then? The pictures of me right before I kicked that ball. So that ball was for surveillance after all. I mean, whatever. Better than not kicking it, right? Homura says, grinning. I mean, you could just, like, pretend to be normal high school students, right? I don't know. Maybe, yeah, that probably would have been better. Instead of attacking it, you could have just, like, been like, yeah, what is this? Oh, better go to my high school class. I made a camouflage barrier and you're still here. Well, like, if you're not a shinobi, does it kick you out of the barrier or what? Or, like, you're not, like, you know, weirded out about it, I guess. So what if we are? I ask, shaking with excitement to get horny. Says Hikariga decisively. I will decisively tell you no. Yeah, so what? You big beluga? My grin's as cocky as hers. My grin's as penisy as hers. I'm just itching to fight now. Homura laughs and draws a sword. Which one out of all 7? Yes, interesting. Got my interest. I start to get ready to fight, but Asuka stops me. The girl that I met for 5 seconds is mine. Homura and Asuka are acquainted. Battles between shinobi are meant to be one-on-one. That's what we've always been taught. Unless it's Senran Kagura 2, in which case it's 2 shinobi fighting together. If I let Asuka handle this, I won't get to fight. Oh, there we go, Hikage. A girl with an expressionless face appears next to Homura. Her eyes are blank as she draws closer to me. For you. Got it. Hikage. Hikage draws a knife and slashes at me. Her expression never changing. I dodge out of the way at the last moment. What a way to... What a weird thing to ask. Are you strong? Because if you're not, I don't give a shit. Yeah, I have to be. We're the ones raiding your school. How come? Why? I love Hikage's voice, man. And it does sound a little different from, you know, from how she sounds like now. Because it's been 10 years, you know? People grow and their voices change and stuff. This very clearly sounds like a younger voice actress here. It doesn't sound as deep. It sounds, yeah, a little bit more high-pitched. Just because this person's natural voice just sounds a little different back then than now. She's strong, I can sense it. I get to fight someone tough. I've never been this happy in my life. I have to fight stronger opponents to get stronger myself. Alright. Hikariga nods slightly at me. Hibari and Yagi take a step back. Alright, it's just Kat and Asuka. Asuka and Homura, me and Hikage. We finally get our first taste of real combat. I'm sure everything will go well. And if that wasn't enough, we're still gonna get this, yes. We're still gonna get these little segments. Jugs! Deka Chichiona, you were a shinobi after all. Why do you need the Krabby Patty secret formula? It should be obvious so that the chum bucket can reign supreme. He, and then Plankton will be the true emperor of this world. You gotta be like us and go to a strange part of the map to find metal slimes and just kill a billion of them. Don't you know how much experience metal slimes give you? How about a liquid metal slime? Even more! Sure, they run away easily, but still, if you try hard enough. The way of the heavy Joe. Jakurim, just a very dry cut, very funny. Haha, that was very funny. I'm not sensing any enjoyment. I don't know why, but I got this energy of like a dad just he had enough of his shit from his kids. Or like his wife that he hates and like, very funny. I'll really appreciate it if you be quiet. That goes against the Krusty Krab rule. The Krusty Krab creed. The KKK. If it really bothers you so much, then bring it. Alright. We don't use paths. We use roads. Like normal people. It's not pathetic. I'm the best fry cook in Bikini Bottom. Asuka should have like a custom weapon that's just like a pair of spatulas and a little Krusty Krab hat. But hey, we can't always get what we want, huh? If it was Deep Crimson, it would be like a cool expansion pack, but now in 2021, if SK7 comes out, and even if you do have customizable weapons, it would be like $1.99 as DLC. Alright, so this is just the boss battle. But Asuka's already pretty strong as is. Are we not fighting as Katsuragi? The entire story was based around Katsuragi, and you don't play as Katsuragi. That's awkward. Katsuragi gets all the spotlight just for Asuka to be the one to fight at the end. Not even in the game can Katsuragi get what she wants. She wants to fight strong people, and now, nope. Asuka fights. If Kata wants to fight strong shinobi, then why doesn't she find Kagura and invite her? She might be a little too much. She wants somebody that's kind of like a slightly higher level than Katsuragi, not this ungodly, super duper powerful level. You can't go overboard. She wants a challenge. She doesn't want to get obliterated into a million pieces. There we go. God, this music is good. Okay. Well, okay. Pretty soon we're gonna get some clothes ripping action here because my bar is getting really short. She'll get her time next mission. Alright, we're clothes ripping the enemy now. Alright, let's do this! Banshin! Boing. I feel like if I skipped through all of these transformations, these streams would not get demonetized. Because the last 2 episodes did get demonetized. So maybe if I just skip these, we'll get the green dollar sign. Hidden Ippo, bah! Take that. Bah! Bah! She died with her eyes open. Cool. Alright, B rank. Oh, I didn't level up at all. I'm like 2 points away from leveling up. I'm just gonna punch one enemy in the face and I'll level up. New uniform, added to Hanzo. New swimsuit, added to Hanzo. New shinobi outfit, added to Hanzo. Unlocked a new picture, unlocked a new music track. Okay. I think this is the end of chapter 1 now, for sure. Homura doesn't look too bad right around now. Is that really all you got? I was only using 10% of my energy. You're okay? Yep. Just because you tore my clothing doesn't mean I'm damaged. Sure. I was holding back on purpose. You really thought that were hurting me. A feather caressing my cheek. Damn. What a poet. Of course. It's really weird seeing how the Hebijo girls are like these seemingly like truly evil characters, or at least really antagonistic, right? They're really overconfident. They're like, oh, nobody is as strong as me, or like, I'll kill you as soon as I get the chance and stuff like that. They say evil things, but literally any game that is not this one, they're like the funniest fucking clowns in the entire series. They're like the funniest and most enjoyable characters in the entire series. Like immediately they change to like being really like fun good guys as opposed to bad guys. They're so silly in any other game that's not this one. It's funny. Alright, chapter 1 over, I think. We are shinobi, ninja. No more, no less. We exist solely to be hired for our skills. If we come into conflict because of our employers, we can do nothing but look for a solution. Ba 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 da ba ba. I can't stand people who are like, oh, I was taking it easy on you. And this is why Katsuragi is one of the best characters. I hate it when they're like, oh, I was only taking it easy on you. When I'm beaten, I got no problems admitting it. So freaking stupid. She says what we're all thinking. I can't believe the Hebijo attacked us. Our attempts at deception have failed. They knew us. A deception. Her very nervously saying, what? No. That was her attempt at deception. They knew us as shinobis right from the start. There's no telling what might happen now. You idiots. Kavari? What should I do? I don't want to fight girls from another school. Can't we just get along? Can't we just get a bong? But what does Asuka have to say? I'm curious if one of these streams will happen on Kat's birthday on the 5th. When is her birthday? Is it November? 5th of November? That's like... and today's what, like November 1st? I don't have my watch on me. Has No Nut November actually begun? Oh, it's a really bad time to play Senran Kagura then. I'm gonna be left wanting. Then yeah, if it's gonna be like within this week, then yeah, absolutely we're gonna play on Kat's birthday. Today's the 1st. Yeah, well, of course we can't do No Nut November and not do a stream for Katsuragi. No Nut November is non-existent to me. Yeah, me too. I'm just joking. I'm just memeing around because I know people are gonna mention it. I was actually kind of surprised that people didn't bring it up like immediately as soon as the stream started. But yeah, I don't actually like do anything with that, but it's fun to joke about it sometimes. Why? Is it just me, or is Ikariga's sword like way longer than it usually is? I don't remember being that long. She has like Sephiroth's sword, you know, Muramasa or whatever. Or Murasame, I forget the name of the sword. But yeah, it's like Sephiroth's. How the hell do you like stand up straight? Like, eventually the sword is gonna like poke the floor. The Hebijo Academy, huh? Why should we have to fight fellow shinobi students? I guess it's kind of like a sports meet for regular kids, only more deadly. I don't know, but it looks cool. This big-ass sword. She can pole dance on that sword. Is so long. Oh, here we go. Katsuragi training. Beat 30 posts quick. Evil Shinobi Party. Okay, so we did all of the missions in the main story, right? All of the key ones. There's all of these side ones that we can also do, but this is literally just challenges. Is literally just fighting because you want to fight, and those are fun in and of themselves as well. But I think we're gonna focus on the story for now. We have 55 minutes, which means we have an hour and 5 minutes left to go. So let's do as much of chapter 2 as we can. Do you want to do extra missions first? Not really. We already did a couple before. That might be like extra content for later. We can do that as like an extra couple of episodes after the main story ends. Because there's also extra missions for the Hebijo side. So we can do some chill streams where we just power through all of those missions on both the Hanzo side and the Hebijo side. If I am a little weak and I find that I'm like getting killed by a bunch of stuff, then the extra missions will definitely be good for grinding. If I want to level up a little bit, then those are there for me to do. Ikyo! Let's do it. More story. If like 45 minutes of visual novel dialogue wasn't enough for you, here we go. The ninja room's atmosphere is thick and heavy, and I don't mean that because of the girls and their big breastises. I mean like actually thick and heavy. My students' faces are dark with despair. Oh, this is Kiriya narrating this. There's a world of difference between classwork and actual combat. Asuka and Katsuragi lost their battles, and the other three are in shock. Omaetachi. Yeah, you guys, you girls. The principal told me what happened. So yeah, the principal is shinobi too. I find no words with which to continue. Should I praise them? Tell them that they did well? I mean, they didn't die. And the scroll was not stolen at all, right? Everything is okay. Everything is like normal. We just have to prepare for when they show up again. They survived their first real fight, and that alone is noteworthy. Let's get staring at my face, on my fucking face. Her gaze is like that of a dog looking at its owner that just peed on the carpet. The owner peed on the carpet, not the dog. I'm suddenly reminded of a former student. Rin. Oh, here we go. That's right. You're responding to me, you're talking to me. Never again will I repeat that mistake. I finally find the words to continue speaking. Give up and get out. If you're just making YouTube videos for the money, then you should just quit, man. You're being greedy, you're being selfish. Rin, my first student in my teaching career. She always sought to become a super ninja in order to help bring peace to the Wardo. To Zawardo? All of Zawardo? Her enthusiasm as a student was a huge help to help me as a teacher. Yeah, very much in high spirits all the time. She was always like this. The moment she caught sight of me, she'd ask me to help her train. At times I applauded her unbridled enthusiasm, though it occasionally troubled me. Mendokusai. Is it a lot of trouble? No. He sounds very different in the past. I guess like less experienced. I'm your teacher, aren't I? Look at that. There's old Rin. Rin and I went to a small hill. Many wooden dummies were set up for training. Soya! Rin demolished the dummies in sequence. So does yelling it out make you stronger? I doubt it. Why do you look like Strider Hiryu? Soya! Ninja! By the time you finish your first Soya, the enemy already killed you. They're way faster than that. Prepare to die! I challenge you to a duel. Each Soya! Soya! No. You already have a billion katana stabbed into you by the time you finish. After breaking 6 dummies very slowly, she was breathing hard. From her face, it was obvious that she was ready for Mo. It was as if growing stronger were a foregone conclusion. Why? Why do you Soya so hard? Soy girl. After that, a shinobi. After all, a shinobi is like a pawn in chess. Disposable. Yeah, when you put it that way, why would anyone be a shinobi? They're so underappreciated. All who seek to become shinobi must come to terms with this. That they like don't matter at all. This is why her cheerful enthusiasm concerned me. A super ninja, like my heroes, Strider Hiryu and Greninja, my 2 ninja heroes. Super ninja. Yeah, like a superhero. That's a ninja. Like Spider-Man. Love and peace, sure. What happened to you, Rin? It was so silly that I was momentarily at a loss for words. Rin's eyes held a naked curiosity. Speaking of being naked. THP to Guessing Girl Academy have any part in this game? No, they don't exist. They weren't invented yet. The Yumi Revolution was not a thing. Her simple and unadulterated gaze caught me off guard. I found myself answering her question, despite never having spoken of this to anyone else. Alright, so it was a family thing. It just felt natural to you. Other people in your family did it, so now you did it. I can imagine that she'd have the same energy as an idol. Yeah, she has a lot of idol energy, huh? What the hell is that statue? Giant bear Buddha with big saggy man boobs. I was trained as a shinobi from a young age. Never once was I in doubt about it. I had completely forgotten that there was a Kiriya backstory here. Since my parents were shinobi, I would be one as well. It was simply a matter of course. I had talent as a shinobi, so my parents were not disappointed. I leaped to the top of the ranks with no difficulty. But to say that I was happy would be a lie. No matter my skill, I was still disposable in the end. What purpose did being the best shinobi even serve? Yeah. The most, more elite than elite Miko. If that's the case, what you said to become a teacher? Well, teachers don't die. They just stay in their classroom, do their job, and that's it. You can't die in a mission if your career doesn't involve going into any missions. Yeah, missions are deadly. Teaching is not. Unless, you know, there's other evil shinobi that come in and raid your school. But, I mean, yeah, smart man. I can be a cool, badass shinobi without actually having to do a whole lot. Yeah, potentially deadly. In that moment, her face hardened. Sure enough, her face quickly became cheerful and optimistic. I wondered just how much Ren understood about being a shinobi. It made me somewhat uneasy, but when I looked into her eyes, I found I didn't have the heart to tell her so. It might have to be a good thing, I thought. She might make for an interesting shinobi. When Ren was around, I felt like the cobwebs cleared from my mind. The emoji. It just looks like Goku teleporting. Tell your mom. Tell your mother that I love her very much, and that I'm sorry I never listened to her. Dad, no! You can do this, Gohan. When Ren was around, I felt like the cobwebs cleared from my mind. Yeah, if one tiny little scuffle with other girls piss you off so much and that totally breaks your morale, then you're not made for this. I immediately sensed the change in atmosphere within the room. A little too harsh? I mean, not as harsh as dying. In a surprisingly rough fashion. You can't say that. Yeah, I can. How the fuck can I not? I'm your goddamn teacher. Now you listen to me. Katsuragi follows, her face puffing with irritation. Damn. Homete. Jeez, calling out the teacher. How about a word of praise for that? Asuka looks downward, the rim of her eyes red. But half-hearted praise will only result in more sorrow down the road. I can feel it in my bones. Everyone remains breathless at my words, yeah. They're totally okay with doing some bad business, some awful, terrible, disgusting stuff. I hear that people pay Evil Shinobi to turn on their laptops and download Nintendo ROMs from the internet. It's a dangerous crowd, man. You can't be fucking with that. I heard one time, Homura was paid a lot of money to download Super Mario Bros. 3 on NES through, like, allromsworld.com. Fucking scary-ass shit, man. And then she ran it on an emulator and she made me watch. I almost fucking peed myself, man. Evil Shinobi, you can't mess with him. They cannot be bargained or reasoned with. They will download every emulator, and they're not gonna care. They pirated Metroid Dread. No! Not Metroid Dread! That's the best Metroid game that's come out in 10 years! Why would they pirate it? Because they're evil Shinobi. They're crazy motherfuckers and they'll never stop! They're the baddest motherfuckers in the ninja world. You don't screw around with them. Unless you're Kagura and get revived every 1,000 years. I thought it was 100 years, not 1,000. Lose No Nut November in a better way. Oh boy. They will not stop until they achieve their goal of downloading every single ROM and playing it on every emulator. Much like their namesake, the Serpents. Yeah. There's no way to avoid a fight, she says, frowning. They don't negotiate. They don't pay money for their own games. They will always just download stuff. They will always pirate. No, the only righteous way to play games is to spend $50 a year for a crappy online service for me to be able to play 10 Nintendo 64 games in the crappiest way possible. That is the good Shinobi way. Now, what are we going to the offensive ourselves? I shake my head. I SMH silently. SMHS. We don't know where they're at, and they know where we're at, so we're already at a massive disadvantage. Katsuragi sinks at my words. Hibari speaks to break the tension. Oh, you're gonna use me for your little GTA code? No, thank you. I'm not gonna be summoning any airplanes or jetpacks here. This isn't San Andreas. That's really weird for Ikariga to say that. You know, knowing Ikariga, she'd probably be like, no, with our own strength, we will defeat them, right? We don't want to use our teacher as a crutch. But no, I guess Ikariga's pretty freaked out as well. And she's like, no, yeah, you'll fight for us, right, Daddy? Daddy will fight for us. Relief floods the students' faces. Oh, God. They're playing Smash and they can't win, and then the competitive player walks into the room and like, he can win for us. They all rely on me. This is true. Though they're studying as Shinobi, their normal lives stopped only a few years ago. It was natural that they'd be intimidated at fighting a powerful opponent. But, that's why. You gotta be rough. Show them that tough love. If you die, then whatever. My students are stunned into silence. Please. She pleads after a distinctive pause. She very formally and respectfully demanded an answer. Oh my god, trying to appeal to emotion, trying to sound as cute as possible. You're abandoning us? Hibari pleads doubly, on the verge of tears. Yeah, I don't care if you cry. Prepare for the absolute worst. This is why I train you with level 9 Smash NPCs. With Smash CPU. I use the most authoritative voice I can muster, which sounds exactly the same as all my other lines. Kiria never raises his voice, doesn't really scream. I will never forget what happened during Rin's final exam. Are you guys seeing the little timeline there at the bottom of the screen? I don't know if you guys can see my mouse, but you know here at the bottom, this little white square goes from left all the way to the right. And we're just about to reach the halfway point here. We're just about to go halfway. This is a very long story segment. I don't know how people get off saying that the Senran Kagura games are just boobies and and nothing else when there's like 45 minutes of story here that we have to sift through. And it's not boring at all. Like, I'm liking this. I noticed this is the first time it came. Yeah, it just slowly, like a snail, going by, which means that it's just like really, really long. Man. I will never forget. Oh, with LNR, I can go back. Oh, okay, so that's the history right there. If I miss something, I can just go back like this. All right, cool. Now I know. I will never forget what happened during Rin's final examination, not until the day I die. Yeah, Barry crying. Well, on the verge of crying. Not fully 100%. All chakras unleashed crying. Alright. Do well, and you'll graduate and be a full-fledged shinobi. So nervous. She seemed to grasp how important this was. If she failed the test, the path of the shinobi would be forever close to her. See, the final exam has to be completed before finishing one's time at the academy. And as a 30-year student, this was to be Rin's very last chance. The final exam involves real combat. The opponents are wooden puppets equipped with actual weapons. In order to pass, the student must destroy all of these puppets within the time limit. Rin's dedication was unmatched, but she was a bit scatterbrained and her grades weren't the best. If she didn't put forth her best efforts, passing would be a very difficult prospect. Alright. She left for the test site. I thought I saw a bit of a shiver as I watched her go. She spoke glibly of wanting to be a super ninja, but the truth is that she was actually quite naive. But she was also my first student. I wanted more than anything to send her out into the world of the shinobi as she desired. Oh, there we go. That's her beating up the puppets. A wooden puppet leaped out of the grass. Rin calmly cut it down with her sword. There we go. Shortly after, another puppet popped out. Having defeated one, she looked confident. One after another, the puppets were felled. This is nothing. Rin was in perfect form. Her defense and swings were on par with that of a shinobi master. Senran Kagura kneeling. Her training so far had really paid off. Though she fought with a fluid grace, I still felt a touch uneasy. Stay calm, Rin. Rin-chan, stay focused. Be aware of your surroundings. You're doing well, but that's what scares me. When one does well, one gets cocky. And then my fears were confirmed. A puppet with a gun had been stationed 50 meters away from Rin atop a tree. It raised the gun and took aim. She seemed to have no clue of its presence. What was I supposed to do? If I did nothing, Rin would be shot. And if that happened, the test would be halted. Her dreams of being a shinobi would be shattered. Damn it! Without even thinking, I begun to move. A high-level shinobi can, if he tries hard enough, cover 50 meters of ground in an instant. I destroyed the puppet and covered my tracks. This posed no trouble for me. As a teacher, I was racked with guilt. I knew full well that I had done something wrong. Oh, you cheated for her. You helped her cheat. I mean, she didn't cheat. But you know, you helped her out with the test. But my desire to see Rin's dream come true was overpowering. Rin was jumping up and down on the grass. Oh boy. Her time was up and Rin had otherwise completed the test. It was immediately declared that she had passed, and she was assigned a position as a full-fledged shinobi, starting the very next day. Rin ran over to see me, her eyes flooded with tears of pure joy. There we go. There's a lot to this story, yeah. If this takes place in Genshin, she'd guaranteed to have a vision. That's like almost all of them. Yeah, all of them have a lot going on. And because there's so much, you end up forgetting about a lot of this, right? Especially the little details. Like, I completely forgot about how this whole test went about. Like, I remember that, that Kiriya helped her cheat and all that stuff. But, like, the way that he describes it and stuff like that, you kind of forget it. I look forward to it. That would be the last time she and I spoke. It was only a few months later. The principal informed me of Ren's death. Yikes. You see, this didn't really impact me all that much because, again, my first Senran Kagura game was Bon Appetit, and then after that I played Shinobi Versus many times. I played a lot of Shinobi Versus, and then I went back and played Burst. And so, like, I already knew, you know, I already knew all of this stuff, right? It wasn't like a surprise for me. My mind went to perfect blank white, but I feel like if I had, like, actually, like, played this before any of the other games, we know that Rin was actually alive. Yeah. It was kind of like an accidental spoiler. I accidentally spoiled myself on it, but, I didn't know that she was supposed to be dead. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like if I'd played this for the first time, like, before I played any of the other ones, this would have been a surprise. I would have been like, oh, shit. You know? My mind went a perfect blank white, and I can't remember much of what was said after that. She had volunteered for a difficult mission, and as a result, she had lost her life. Volunteered for a difficult mission? Why would she have done that? Why didn't someone stop her? She was still too green. This was my fault. I tried to wrap my head around what had happened, but all I kept thinking was, it's my fault. If I hadn't helped during her final exam, Rin would not have become a shinobi. Her dream would have been lost to her, but at least she'd still be alive. I mean, she could have been like a vigilante, a superhero. She could have been an evil shinobi, and she did end up being an evil shinobi anyway, so like, what was the point in helping her out, right? Because evil accepts everybody, right? So she could have just been an evil shinobi by name, but still been good, I guess. I don't know. I killed Rin. No. It's not your fault, Kiria-sensei. You were just horny. You were horny on main. I wept. And then I cried a lot. For the first time in my life, I wept aloud that my anime waifu is dead. My parents had driven the point home from an early age. The one who would be shinobi must set aside all feelings. And yet I wept. I could do nothing else. Horny on main. Yeah, you see, that's exactly why he's being really rough on the girls now. Is like, no, you're gonna be super fucking tough so that nobody can beat you, so I don't have to worry about you. If you rely on me, you're fucked. Sorry, I'm burping a lot. I had a big dinner before before streaming, and now I'm just like burping out the freaking beef and potatoes that I hate with beans. If I were to aid my students in fighting off the Heavy Joe, right? It feels really weird saying the Heavy Joe instead of Heavy Joe. It kind of sounds like Pikami saying something. We have to fight the Heavy Joe dayo. The Heavy Joe dayo. Oh, thank you, arigato. I really wouldn't be helping them at all. I wouldn't be helping them against the Heavy Joe dayo. The path of the shinobi is a harsh one. One must continue to fight, even when no help is coming. I can do but one thing for those who seek to become part of that world, to become a Super Saiyan. A true Jedi, a true Jedi. There was a Spanish, like Spain, a Spain dub of Star Wars, episode 4, 5, and 6. And they said, Jedi, deberías convertirte en un maestro Jedi. a Jedi master instead of Jedi. But then the Latino dub did say Jedi. It's just the Spain Spanish one said Jedi, which sounded really weird. Nearly sounds like Ehete Nandayo. Alright. We can teach them not to be overcome with emotion. There's no need for me to lend a comforting hand. Rin's fate must never be allowed to happen again. The students listen to my words in silence. But not one of them moves to leave. Asuka shouts, raising her hand. The same here, all you got. Hibari raises her hand. She's like, can I go to the bathroom? I gotta pee. Yukari and Yagyu quietly raise their own hands. Okay, don't say it like that. Don't say work me hard, because that can be misinterpreted in a weird way. Even Hibari gives me a look of absolute resolve. You see, she didn't cry. A part of me still feels a natural doubt, but their passion is infectious. I smile. Hey, I can see your resolve. So let's begin training. No. I cannot directly watch over my students, but I can teach the techniques necessary for them to protect themselves. Give them a taser. Teach them that no means no. Teach them to kick in the butt, in the balls. I finally get what it means to be a greater shinobi. I will pass on all the skills and knowledge I have. I will teach them everything and hide nothing. I will show them my search history that will carry on and survive for future battles. It is the one way that I can protect my students. But nah, this game is all about boobs, right? It's basically pornography. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know, but all I saw there was a bunch of porn for a bunch of pre-teenagers to just jack off, you know? Like, I mean, only because it's No Nut November, I wasn't jacking off to any of that, alright? But anyone else, whew, better not get caught touching people on the train, if you know what I mean. Because that whole thing, those 45 minutes of story just, I mean, it just proves it, you know? There's no value to this game. There's nothing else going on. It's just for pathetic little perverts to just get off, you know? No other reason. Hey, THP, Rin should beat some sense into Hibari to make her better to hit. Rin, specifically? Why Rin? I think, her, doing stuff with her friends and joining Heavy Joe and stuff, I think that's already enough. She has her little story arc. She grows throughout this game. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The Hibari hate will be unwarranted by the time this game ends, and by the time you play Deep Crimson, and by the time you play Estival versus... Kind of, because then she does kind of, like, revert to just being a weak, stupid little flower, sometimes. But yeah, I don't know. These characters are weird, because then, you know, the writers of this game kind of want to keep their in-jokes, and not want to make the characters be too different, because then, like, I don't know, they're worried that the fans won't like change or something. I don't know. I feel like change is the #1 thing that all these characters need. Why you looking so depressed AF, my home dog? You still, oh god, that's awful. Is not you look depressed, is you still look depressed. Me, please. It doesn't bother me that we got beat up and that my pride was shattered. No! What a sad laugh. Katsuragi is the saddest happy character I know. So long as you feel well. No, god, no. No, don't do this. I know how this feels to, like, feel like shit and be like, no, I'm okay. And you're not. It's like that meme. You want to tell people that you're fine, but you're not fine, and blah, 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 blah. I'll give you a good motorboarding. Oh boy. Yeah, sure. Try to change the subject by going into comedy relief mode. She's, aw, look at that. You see, Ikariga's the best. She's like, no, don't touch me. But, but if you want to talk, I'm here. Of course, she knows you well. You brought me to my knees. It's really funny to see Hikage just like smiling. You're disappointingly weak. Is it just me, or is Hikage's her chest area like bigger than usual? She made me feel like an idiot. I'm not gonna take it lying down. At the very least, I'll take it standing up. And training begins. This would prove that she hides she groped partially to hide her sadness. Yeah, totally. She just tries to change the subject so as to not have to, like, be vulnerable. Okay, there we go. Nothing a bunch of kicking straw posts can't fix. Okay, I may not be strong enough for this. Wait, there's no time limit? Oh, no, wait. I have 5 minutes? Shit. Alright, I leveled up. I only have 5 minutes to do this. Alright, you're in my way! Move! I gotta- oh my god, I just heard glass break. I don't know what I broke, but I'm sorry. I don't have any money to pay for the damages. Some of my favorite types of characters are the ones that can surprise you with the depth that they have, yeah. You can tell the Katsuragi was kind of meant to be the protagonist before Asuka was a thing. She kind of does have that energy, that like, I want to be the strongest kind of energy, right? She kind of has that, like, typical shonen character of, like, I just want to fight and be strong and be the strongest. And she loves eating food and stuff, which is a thing that, like, every anime protagonist has. Goku, Luffy, gone. All those people love eating. Naruto. With ramen and stuff. There we go, I finished it with 3 minutes and 47 seconds to spare. We haven't had any frame drops, right? We've been going for an hour 27, and we haven't had any issues. There hasn't been any buffering or delay or anything during the stream, right? Because if that's the case, the dynamic bitrate setting that I checked, that I turned on OBS, seems to be working. Usually it is around this point into the stream where, like, it like freezes for like a minute. And then you guys might get, you know, problems and stuff. No problems yet? Good. Good. Alright, a minute and 12 seconds. There we go. Yosha! Level 9. Alright, highest combo, 46. Oh, there's different details on the top screen and the bottom screen. Okay. EXP, rank 8. None so far? Good. Now I just gotta get myself some new nose medicine. Like a little spray for my nose. Because as soon as the sniffling is gone, then the streams will be perfect. That's the only thing that's left to get rid of. Ugh. I also, you know how, like, Elgato has, like, these, like, green screens that kind of go up and down? I might wanna buy one of those, because I do have the blue screen still. It's still on my wall, in the same wall where I had it before, the little blue screen for chroma key. But, I got lazy and ended up not taking it down. And because, behind me, it's, like, my bed and, like, the rest of my room, there's no place for me to put it. So I just left it there. But it's like, I don't want to move around everything all over again just so that my camera points into the right direction in terms of the blue screen. So, I might have to buy a separate little green screen thing, which, you know, my bed is, like, literally, like, my chair is right here, and, like, literally, oh, like right there, like, 2 centimeters behind me is my bed. So, like, I literally don't have anywhere where I can put the green screen unless I, like, scoot to the front really, really hard, and I have no space here at the front. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to figure it out. Might have to even move the desk again somewhere else. Alright, what do we unlock? Like, music? Yes, I do! I'm the toughest around. I'm gonna kick your ass. Your ass is mine. You hear, like, a fire sound effect of her getting pumped up. Sekuhara Jigoku, sexual harassment hell. Trademark groping hell. I love this woman. Alright. There's the Katsuragi special. And I'm pretty sure the next character after this, in terms of, like, big focus on story, is going to be Ikaruga. Brandon has had his turn. Now it's gonna be my turn. Now more than ever, we have to go one day at a time. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step and all that. Keep your spirits up, sink or swim. Gotta keep moving forward. In the end, one can rely only on oneself. If your strength is lacking, then you must train. There's no other means of surviving. Okay. Nothing new in the chat right now. Okay. I think the trick is to learn one's own weaknesses and heighten one's devotion. Learn what's lacking in you now, and calmly focus your training on improving that. Alright. I can only teach you the methods of survival, but if you make proper use of them during the missions, you should be fine. Remember, death is the ultimate defeat. There's no good way to die. So above all else, make sure you survive, okay? Aw, kitty, says the guy with the dead voice actor. That's not funny. But sadly ironic. Nothing cheers me up like sweets. I think to put something in candy to make people feel happy. Oh, God. Yeah, like sugar and cocaine. Alright, now I'm ready for anything. Where's Yagyu? Oh, no, we already... Oh, wait, no, Cat is the one that we haven't talked to yet. Hey, THP, Cat R can't fight normal Kagura up, can she fight child Kagura? Are you saying that Katsuragi should beat up a small child? Sure, why not? She's still Kagura, she's still an all-powerful god, so... Maybe little tiny mini Kagura might still win. Now more than ever... Oh, wait. Cat. We gotta talk to her here. Don't worry about me. Just let me rub on you a little bit and I'll be fine. And don't tell me I have to make do with rubbing myself. I may cry. Oh well. At least I know some more about where I need to improve. I'm gonna totally get them back. Let's see. Oh yeah, so this is the other uniform that we got for the Hanzo ladies. May you please stop. Oh, then stylish bikini, and then school swimsuit. Mizuki desu. Exactly. We can do that black one. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba. Oh! I don't think I've seen her with the red yet. And she already has the glasses. She's okay. And the short hair. Ah! It's still like buggy when I get out of that. Hold on, let's change characters. Nice choice. So she has that green uniform, but we can change it. Only I may sexually harass, says you. Okay. Oh, this looks different. Nah, duh. I think this is the default one. Yeah, it looks alright. Keep that green one. Oh, the Burst Girl's outfit. Shrine Maiden. She looks fine that way. Glasses are okay. Oh, eye patch. Angel Halo, sure. Nah, she's fine. Just how she is. Not if I have anything to say about it, and I will not stop gazing at her. Well, the dressing room is the perfect place for that. Alright, let's change these girls up, too. Even if it is just changing the color. Oh, yeah, it's a little different. Ba 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 da ba ba. Yeah, all of these are slightly different. This one has like a little name tag on it. I think the blue one, either the blue one or this black one fits her better. And then the Hanzo uniform. Ooh, that's a great color. I like that. Oh, there we go. Purple. That's perfect. Yeah, I'm sure those glasses work well. There we go. Classic eye patch. What do I do to zoom in? Oh, yeah. There we go. That works. Angel Halo, a short wig. Alright, we gotta at least see one eye. Oh, it didn't bug out this time. Her normal hair is as perfect as is, but her hairstyle and that one card of hers in Yolink is amazing. The one with the really long ponytail, right? Yeah, that one's great. There we go, that red one. Pink. These are all bad colors, like pea yellow, and a weird pea after drinking awful energy drinks, kind of green. Nah, these colors aren't that good. You can just keep that. Yeah, the short wig only works on Ikariga from the looks of it. Alright, we still got like 30 minutes left. I feel like I've been playing this game for like 3 hours because of those really long story segments. But we still got, oh my god, barely the first mission. Excuse me, sorry. One of these days, we'll get to play as the Goddess Kagura. You can already play as the Goddess Kagura. And Estival versus and Burst Renewal. And technically kneeling. And the very short shorts. Yup. Yup. Alright, we're finally playing as Yagyu. After only doing one boss fight in Chapter 1. Yeah, everybody has to be usable at least once, I'm pretty sure. Oh god. I'm like burping out all my food right now. Like a baby. Getting its back patted. Hibari's looking rather depressed. Yagyu, I'd like you to cheer her up. I'll leave the method up to your discretion, okay? Evil Shinobi Party, Old Town Shinobi, and Shinobi in the Dark. Alright, mission for Yagyu. Is this gonna be a super long Yagyu story? Alright, good. Is your stomach hurting? Are you hungry? No, and here's where it starts. Losing all that confidence. No one thinks you're trouble, but that's only because you have the good fortune of being with other people that are really nice to you. Also, why is Hibari like in her transformation outfit and not in her Hanzo uniform? Yeah, that sounds really nice to say, but I suck no matter how hard I try. Why you gotta sound so like fat and disgusting? Why I gotta sound like a fucking idiot? Usa-chan donut. I love that she says that so seriously. The Mr. Bunny cookies are mine. the Usa-chan, Bunny-chan donuts. I will fight for them, whether it kills me or not. Give it back or I'll get rough with you. She sounds like she already has the Usa-chan donuts in her mouth already. She's already stuffing her face, says bad girl. You're jealous I got the last one. Imagine Homer being here. But I wanted the donut. Marge, that girl took my donut. Marge, where are we? You're in Senran Kagura, Homer. Oh, March. And March is like a sexy ninja shinobi girl. Over. I'm an evil shinobi. We cannot be together anymore. But Mary hates her. I promise to never get in your way, March. I'm going to eat these donuts. Ooh, the song. I forgot about this song. The pre-transformation theme for Yagyu. It's cool. Wow, there we go. That's the fat lady stuffing her face with Usa-chan donuts. Those donuts aren't anything special. They just look like little bunny rabbits. That's it. What are you, 5 years old? Not even breaking a sweat. Marge has a secret which has something to do with her hair. Oh yeah, like that theory that she's like one of those like bunny characters or whatever. Show the x-ray and you see the bunny ears. That doesn't even make any sense because we've seen Marge Simpson with her hair down without the big tall hair. And she just has normal people hair. When she gets out of the shower, her hair is down and she doesn't have any rabbit ears there. That theory very quickly falls apart as soon as you see Marge in other situations where she doesn't have her hair like that. And then pointing it out like it's all mysterious-like I haven't heard of it. Like I haven't been actively surfing around on the internet since I was like 13. Yeah, she can technically use her umbrella like a gun. By just like shooting like that. You can spam it. There we go, and it gives you some safe distance in between you and the enemy. If you don't want to get too close. Yeah, it like takes steps backwards. It's kind of like Mirai in a way. Where she also like backsteps. Gun! Magic shinobi gun. Speaking of dangerous things, let's transform. Mostly because I want to listen to her theme song, which is awesome in this game. Yay. There we go. One of the more awesome theme songs. There we go, level up. Hiden Nimpo. And it doesn't animate here either. But it's the spin attack. The themes are always awesome, yeah. Oh, someone behind me, hold on. I'm just gonna turn down the volume a little tiny bit because it is getting a tad too loud. But you guys should be able to hear everything okay. Alright, go, 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 go. There's no time limit, right? I've just been doing this like very comfortably, not really worrying about any limits. Level up again. No, that was a combo. Do the spinny squid. Do the spinny squid attack while they're up in the air. Alright, you too. Yagi must be pretty fucking strong if she can send this fat lady flying. I'm back, ready for more quality Senran waifu action. Yeah, well, you still got 15 minutes. You basically missed out on all of the super duper long story segments. Now we're just doing combat. You guys were good at acting tough, at least. Slow down a little bit. Not at all like me. You're selling yourself too short. Also, I was under the impression that there was only one big fat lady that wanted the donuts and not like the other 200 people that we destroyed. You can't understand where I'm coming from. Damn! That's a roast. Even when you're strong and can beat up anyone, you can still get roasted. You don't understand my feelings because you're not struggling with this like I am. Take a swing, I'll spar with you. Oh, okay, another boss battle with each other. The entire Submarine Kagura series is awesome. Yeah, sure, the Submarine Kagura series, where every character is a different submarine and they shoot each other in a all-out battle royale. Last girl standing wins, and the submarines have clothes ripping too. I've seen the trailer where she juggles a truck with her umbrella. Well, not really a trailer, more like the opening cinematic to this game. Yeah, she juggles a truck. Poor guy. He's still inside the truck. I'll have to go back later and catch up. Happy to chill out with GJHF. Hey, thank you, man. Here we go. My vote's on Hibari. Yeah, to make a man out of you, girl. So you can stop your whining. Build character, you know? Tough love. I want to test how strong you actually are. Well, if you run away from a fight, you'll never gain experience. That's what Koichi Sugiyama said. R.I.P. Sugiyama. Vote on Hibari like how I vote on Taito. We're done talking. I'm gonna eat your donuts if you don't fight me. I'm assuming I'm Yagyu here, right? Here we go. Get ready to die, best friend. Blah, 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 blah. Just slam her down. Yeah, sure, try tackling me. Hey, Hibari, you ever seen Squid Game? Ah! No. Don't interrupt me, Hibari. I'm gonna ask you again. Have you seen Squid Game? No, there we go. I wasn't able to skip that one. I had to wait for that to end. Squid Game! There we go. Just gotta jump headfirst in and keep on swinging. There we go. See ya. Cryo versus Electrovision wielders. I need to get back into Genshin Impact. I deleted the PS4 version that I had, and I ended up downloading it on PC, and it runs and plays a lot better. The problem is that I started off all the way back down to 0, and I was, what, like level 13 or 14 on PS4? So there's gonna be a bunch of stuff that I'm gonna have to do to catch up. Fortunately, is not a lot, but I ideally want to stream the game again when I am a high enough level to be able to play online with other people. Because I know that there's other Genshin Impact fans around here. And if somebody wants to, you know, log in and join up, then that would be totally funzo. The series is awesome, is what I meant to say. Yeah, the submarines were awesome. Yeah. What were we? Like level 3? We ended up being level 8. I'll never forget my time with Shinobi versus playing as Yagyu, because I remember there's a level where you can rack up a really high combo level. And, I level up like 20 times. And it's really fun seeing the bar fill up really fast. Hibari charming us with that gray view. Didn't seem intentional though. New accessory. New music track. 3 minutes, 50 seconds. Are you happy now? You need to be at 16 to co-op, okay? Yeah, and I'm like level 3 right now. Demo. I'm better off getting my button gear. I'll agree with that. There we go. Fighting people always solves everybody's problems in these kinds of games. Here's your donut bunny. Oh my god. Still treating her like she's 4 years old. It must be really good. Especially the bunny part is what makes it double delicious. Keep me fed like that and I'll love you forever. Ah, what she actually said in Japanese was a little different, but you know, still. I'm just glad you like it, yeah. You try and do this with freaking autocorrect? Then turn off autocorrect! I barely ever have autocorrect turned on my iPhone. I don't even know. I've completely forgotten where to turn that shit back on. But yeah, I turned it off completely on my iPhone. But on my Android phone, I kind of have like this sort of halfway kind of autocorrect. Like, it doesn't automatically autocorrect your words. It gives you like a little bar on top of the keyboard and it shows you like suggestions for words. And so, if you make a mistake, you can tap on the word and then it autocorrects it, right? But it doesn't like... It doesn't do it without you, like, confirming it first, you know? And if you, like, skip over it, but you make a mistake, it gives you, like, the red line, like in Microsoft Word and stuff. I like it. I like that it gives me the suggestion, but not the actual correction, because then I gotta go back, and I gotta correct it again. And after, like, the third time, it just kind of stays like that in the way that I want it to. Because, you know, like, the names of video games and stuff like that sometimes is, like... If you say Senran Kagura 7, it'll autocorrect to, like, something else, right? It'll space it out as 7 even or something. Yeah, it's just weird. Especially with video game stuff where, like, everybody has their own little weird way of saying things. Daisuki. Or you're so special to me. Oh, great. That's always such a trope. That's so cliche. Where it's like, what? I didn't hear you. Even though they're standing right in front of you having a conversation. How convenient that that's the one part that you don't listen to. Save. Time for intense ninja training in the mountains for Hibari. You just need to get Katsuragi to accompany her for some really heavy training sessions. Katsuragi ready to really train Hibari's mind and body. Yet my autocorrect can't fail guaranteed. Guaranteed. It's because the spelling mistake is so weird. I think it's its own... I don't know if that's an insult, where like, you type up a word and you spell it so horribly that autocorrect doesn't even know what to do with that shit, you know? You wanted to autocorrect it into something, it's like, I don't fucking know. I don't know what the hell you're trying to write. Anyway. Intercept Heavy Joes. Hanzo Academy, defeat all shinobi. Alright, it's not showing me a character, like a specific character that I can do this with. I can kind of just decide to do whoever I want, so... Maybe I can do Ikaruga. Oh, okay, so we are at 1 hour and 54 minutes in the stream. It is about to end. So how about we do one of the side missions? One of the extra missions. Alright, private practice, Mean Street, guard school material. Okay, so... Oh wait, I think I did this one in frantic mode. Time to practice. Reach the roof in time. Let's do that one. But this is not the character that I want. This is the character that I want. My number one, baby. Let's do it. I think I played with everybody, right? I used Kat. I used Yagyu and Asuka. I did not use Hibari, but she was in the story just now. It's Ikaruga that's kind of missing from this whole thing, so we gotta give her her own little time to shine right here. Wait, chapter 1, the 10-minute one. You are to run to the rooftop within the time limit. No regular students are around, so you may run in the hallways, sure. Alright, final mission, and then we're calling it. Keep getting automatic autocorrect changes without any options, without autocorrect getting words wrong instead of me. This has been a great stream. Had lots of fun. Really chill atmosphere. It's been great. Thank you. You gotta go for your goal. I had a great time. Thank you. No problem, Couch Waifu. You want to know the best part of this stream? Is that this is not the last one. We're not done playing this game. We're gonna go through the whole last story. We're playing the whole thing. And then we gotta do the Hebijo side afterwards. So, like, we still got a lot more to go. This is only the beginning. And then we're going to unlock Daidoji after this. And then we have the Neptunia crossover after this. There's a lot of fan service games that we can play that I haven't finished yet, so we can do that. We'll be back for more. Cool. I'll be happy to have you. Thank you for coming. What are your hopes for Senran Kagura 7? Well, number one, for it to come out. I just want it to come out, number one. Oh, wait, I time limit. I gotta keep fighting. I am gonna turn it down a little bit because the fighting sound effects are really, really loud. And I do want you guys to hear me while I'm talking, but, number one, I want Senran Kagura 7 to just come out. Period. I want a trailer saying, hey, the game still exists, here's the release date, right? I want some article confirming that the game still exists. Because they haven't said that it's cancelled or that it's running through difficulties or anything. But at the same time, it's been years since we last, you know, heard of any progress about the game. So it's just a little bit upsetting. Because of the Sony censorship and stuff, we haven't heard anything new from it. And then, I really want it to be like a good game in terms of like content. I want a lot of stages. I want a lot of characters. I want the story to be focused and to be good and not just like fan service-y comedy relief. I feel like the story has gotten to the point where like I can kind of live without the fan service being all up in your face all the time. I kind of want the story to keep developing. They kind of implied that Peach Beach Splash would be like the last final little like lighthearted vacation that the girls are taking before shit really hits the fan. It's all of the stuff with Shin, where like, you know, the big final boss is finally showing himself after so much build-up and stuff, you know? So I kind of want the boss battles to be awesome. I want them to be on the same level as Deep Crimson. I want a lot of modes, a lot of content that's replayable. I want DLC expansion packs. I don't want microtransactions. I don't want like little, like $1.99 DLC for like a strand of hair. I don't want to spend 99 cents for balloons. I don't want to have to pay like $2.99 for like a bunch of outfits that already existed in other games. No recycled content, for God's sakes. When it comes to DLC, the only thing that I will accept as like a piecemeal kind of thing would be DLC characters. Do it like how you did it with Estival versus. Give me DLC fighters. Bring back the Dead or Alive girls. Bring over the Neptunia characters. Bring over the Valkyrie Drive girls. I really want Senran Kagura 7. I mean, Yolink is kind of this already. But I really do want Senran Kagura 7 to really be like the Smash Brothers of fan service. I want a lot of crossovers. I want a lot of cool characters to be able to fight with. I want the cutscenes for all of the special moves to be awesome. I really want them to go all out with the visuals. Please, please, for the love of God, make the mechanics more complicated. You are not going to attract a new audience by simplifying and stupefying the control scheme. The Neptunia game only has one button for you to play with for attacks. That's unacceptable. It needs to be more involved and have more things. Build upon the stuff that you had before. Don't take stuff away. Because that is not what attracts people to your game. Just look at games like Super Smash Bros. Look at games like King of Fighters. Look at stuff like the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl game. What is the thing that made people talk about the game so much? The characters, right? Holy shit, SpongeBob is fighting Danny Phantom? That's cool, right? Like, just the idea of it is already good enough to sell the game, right? So focus on that. Focus on making lots of characters and making them fun to play with, even if they're not a part of the story. You don't have to shoehorn them into the story if they're not necessary. But make them playable, you know? And please, if you're gonna do a lot of DLC, please, for the love of fuck, for the love of dear God Takaki Almighty, please, please, please have it be DLC expansions where I can pay like $20 or $25 to get a little bit of everything instead of $1.99 for stuff. All of these really scummy companies that are really greedy and want a lot of money, they will frame it as freedom of choice. And they'll say, if you don't want this item, you can just decide to not buy it, but if you do want this other thing, you can just spend 99 cents on it. But there's the trick. The trick lies in you spending more money by buying all of these outfits and stuff individually, even if you are just cherry-picking the stuff that you like. It's a lot more affordable to just buy a DLC bundle or like an expansion pack that said, okay, here's expansion pack number 1. It comes with 2 characters, 10 new outfits, and like 5 other customizable weapons that you can change. Or like, it comes with brand new shinobi stones. Or hey, here's this new expansion that adds co-op to the game, and it adds all of the co-op attacks from Deep Crimson. Something like that. Here's DLC expansion number 2. This one is all about characters, right? If you want to get like 5 new characters, get the DLC expansion and you get all of it. Or it could be like a season pass, right? Buy it, and as we come out with more characters, you can just download them. Or like, hey, maybe you like to play Senran Kagura and Link, right? You have the mobile game? Maybe you can do something where like, oh, Link has this special QR code that you can scan. And if you log into your account or like do so, or you have like a, you can generate a special code that you can type into the game. And you can get special benefits for Senran Kagura 7 or something, right? Give us value. Give us cool-ass stages and even cooler music with lots of characters to play with. Because everybody has their waifu, everybody has the character that they want to see, and the last thing that they're gonna think about is, man, the game is too hard. I gotta press 2 buttons. Ah, if only I just pressed the square button many times and the game just fucking played itself. That would be so much better. No one is saying that. Nobody's fucking saying that, oh yeah, I would totally fork over $60 if you made the game for stupid people like me. Because that's insulting to your audience. And if people are really like not gonna care all that much about like mechanical complexity, and instead they're gonna care about characters, then just go crazy. Right? Take advantage of that and just like make it as involved as possible. Make more combo chains. Make me use more buttons. Do fighting game commands or something. You know, because having it be super oversimplified is what ruined Peach Ball. And it's what ruined Reflections. And it's what fucking is what ruining mobile games, right? Because playing New Link, as much as I like looking at the pictures and stuff, it's literally just brain dead, just staring at the gameplay itself, right? It even has an auto mode where like it goes from one round to the other automatically. So you're not even looking at the game. You're out there doing other stuff. And they play it up as a joke in one of the loading screens with like Gecko sleeping while the game is running by itself. So like you don't even have to pay attention. Like it's not even a video game, right? But they think that this will attract a wider audience. It was like, no, when you decided to make like a fan service focused game, you already knew what kind of audience you were going to get. And if you want the general audience, then you literally have to like neuter everything about Senran Kagura, why it's great. You know, and part of it is the fan service. Aerial Ninja Art, yeah. But yeah, like, always the, like, appealing to the wider audience kind of thing. It's, like, the surefire way to take your franchise and just shoot it in the foot. Because in trying to make everybody happy, you make absolutely fucking nobody happy. And, it's not specialized anymore, right? You try to dilute it. It's like orange juice. Orange juice is a delicious drink. Some people love it, some people hate it. But the people that love it always keep coming back, right? And the people that love it is enough that it keeps the orange juice industry going, right? There's not everybody in the world that drinks orange juice, but a lot of people like it, and it's enough that it keeps them going, right? But then if you try to dilute it so that it tastes less like oranges and it tastes more like water, which is water something that everybody drinks, right? But water is insipid. Water has no flavor, no taste, no edge, nothing that sets it apart. And so when you want to make Senran Kagura be like water, where it's diluted and more dumbed down and more accessible for other people, then that edge, that flavor, that orange juice that made me go for more is gone now, right? It doesn't have that special thing, right? That not everybody liked it, but the people that liked it loved it, and they came back, and they wanted more of that orange juice. And it was enough to keep the series going for 10 years, right? And so, now they want to take away the orange juice and just make it insipid, like water, because everybody drinks that. But then, you know, all of those people that like that flavor are just not going to be as into it anymore. Because you're making this for not the target audience. You want to force other people that are not interested to be the target audience. And it's just not good. And obviously a big part of it is Sony, right? Like the big corporation says, no, this kind of content is not welcome unless you take away all of the things that make it fun. And then they did that, and they're suffering for it because for some reason they still think it's a good idea to make these games PS4 exclusive. But yeah, they urgently need to expand to other platforms. I don't know if they got a contract or an exclusivity deal or something like that, but like, the only exclusive thing that might make sense is phones, right? Because everybody plays games on their phone, especially in Japan. But if you're gonna put it on a home console, Switch or PC. One of the two. With Xbox, the audience isn't there, and on PS4... Nope, hey! Microphone died. But yeah, I literally just, my cable is right here, I just touched it. I literally just, like, my hand just, like, grazed it, and it, like, unplugged. I was actually thinking of buying an XLR mic. One of those mics that have, like, this big badass connection, so, like, it, like, clicks in, and no matter how much you pull, it doesn't go off. I got this, like, really crappy, like, mini USB connection. You literally, like, you blow on it, and it pops off. It's, like, so weak. It is such a weak connection. And I hate when the microphone just cuts off that way. Apologies if I've been peeking this entire time. Yeah, it was me. I accidentally, like, you know, swiped my cable and it unplugged my microphone. But yeah, like, you know... and on Xbox, there's no audience for that. And then on Sony, there is an audience for that, but, like, California came in and just betrayed all of those people's trust, you know? The big selling point, one of the things that really made PlayStation and Sony so special is that they had all of the weird Japanese stuff, right? which included fan service, you know, JRPGs and, you know, these little brawlers and fan service games and all of the, like, anime licensed, movie licensed stuff, you know? They had diversity. The diversity that they want to peddle right now by not being diverse and only having the big AAA Hollywood level stuff, right? In their attempt to try to be diverse, they're actually less diverse. And they had the diversity right there that made them stick out, but they threw it all away because they don't want to corrupt the youth. So, hey. I know I sound like a broken record, and other people will tell you the same thing, right? But if Senran Kagura 7 were still to if it was still to come out, then, it'd be difficult to come out on PS4. It would have to come out on some other console or something. I don't know. I don't know anything from behind the scenes. I'm not a lawyer. I don't work at Marvelous. I don't work at Honey Parade Games, and I definitely don't work at Sony. There must be some reason for why they still have PS4 exclusive games and not, you know... They didn't do it like in Omega Labyrinth, right? Where, like, with Omega Labyrinth, they just made a Switch version and a PC version, right? And that was not censored at all. And then on PS4, they had, you know, the super awful censored version, right? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe, like... Maybe the crossover, maybe the Neptunia crossover was, like, the last game in the contract that they had to put out, right? And then maybe, like, that's the last game that they needed to make, alongside with Kandagawa Jet Girls and Burst Renewal or whatever. Okay, now we can make the game that we want, right? And so now it's just multi-platform. Coming out on Switch, coming out on PS4. One version is censored, one version is not, right? Who knows? Maybe at this point it'll be a PS5 game, right? We need to keep what makes Senran Kagura great and improve on those great points. Exactly, improve! Don't take away and oversimplify. I would still love to see a remake of Deep Crimson, but I want it to be bundled in with Senran Kagura 7. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen, I'm telling you right now. Keep your expectations realistic. They're never gonna bundle, like, a bunch of games together, especially not if it's a remake. It will not happen, I'm telling you right now. And besides, Takaki already said that when Senran Kagura 7 comes out, they want Senran Kagura 7 to come out first. And then after SK7 comes out, they want to remake Deep Crimson. Takaki already said this. That's the, like, post-7 thing that they want to do, which is to remake Deep Crimson. But of course, SK7 is not out yet. And, you know, maybe under the circumstances, maybe they'll probably remake Deep Crimson first. In order to maybe make time and make money to be able to fund SK7. SK7 needs to have all of the new wave and all of the new Link characters in the roster? No. Again, that is not gonna happen. Don't make your standards be too high. You're sounding like the Smash Brothers fans that are like, oh, I want this character and that character and 5 stages and 7 Echo Fighters and oh, you know? You sound like the people that still want like a Fighters Pass 3 or something. No. Keep your expectations realistic. There are going to be new wave characters, for sure. But it's gonna be like 1 or 2 new teams. It'll be like Leo's group, and then maybe like Soji. Like, it's gonna be like 5 or 10 other girls, but it's not gonna be everybody. It's not gonna be all of New Wave, and it's not gonna be all of New Link. It's too many characters, and they're already blowing most of the budget on hiring all the voice actresses, okay? You need to think about how much time and how much money they have, and most of the money will be marketing the game and paying the voice actresses. And there's already like 50 of them. And most of them already pay top dollar as is, so... Like, out of all of this money, like, this much of it will go into actually making the game. You know? And that's why there's so much DLC that they sell you on, because they gotta make all that money back. You know? You'd be surprised at how much the business part of it kind of ruins video games. Because a lot of the money is not actually put on the game. It's put on marketing and all that other stuff. They will need to find other ways to bring out SK7. Yeah, preferably just on other platforms. You were speaking facts. Oh, thank you. I'm just talking from the heart. I'm glad that you agree. Usually this gets me in trouble, but hey. Nintendo Switch 2 is meant to be coming out in 2022 or 2023. And it is said to be as powerful as a PS5. It's not going to be as powerful as a PS5, but... It'll probably be close. It'll be like in the middle between a PS4 and a PS5, but I don't think it'll be a PS5. Do you know how giant a PS5 is? Like, it's this big-ass thing just to run, like, Demon Souls or whatever, so no. You're telling me that the same power as the PS5 that requires, like, a giant tube for cooling, like, is gonna be on, like, a little tablet, like, here? No. It'll be more powerful. For sure, you know? I do think that a Switch Pro is coming. Or a Switch 2 or whatever. It's definitely gonna come out, but... as powerful as a PS5? No, it'll be like an Xbox Series S or something. It'll be like the Stream Deck. That console is gonna be fucking cool, though. The Stream Deck? I can play all of my Steam games on essentially, like, on a Switch? That would be great. I am personally a little bit more excited over my, over a Stream Deck than a Nintendo Switch 2. Although the Switch is pretty good, too, because the eShop is so, like, filled to the brim with a ton of games. Old games, remasters, new games, indie games. If you want to, like, get in it with a ton of games, then the Nintendo Switch really is the way to go. Because they just let everything on there. The eShop, the Switch eShop and Steam. Both of those. Steam and Switch. And there we go. You don't need anything else. But if you want, like, a really, really powerful console with not a lot to play right now, you can go for a PS5. The only reason for me to get a PS5 right now is to play all of my old PS4 games running better on the newer hardware, right? Have SK7 be opening game for Nintendo Switch 2 when it comes out. No. You will never, never, never in a million years see a Nintendo Direct where they're gonna say, Senran Kagura is coming to Nintendo Switch. The only reason for why they have Doom Eternal on the Nintendo Directs is because Doom is an iconic franchise that's been out for many, many years and everybody loves it. And they very carefully edited those trailers to not have a single second of violence. No heads being ripped off, no guns being shot or anything. There's like platforming footage and like cutscenes. But they're never gonna show, they're never gonna have Senran Kagura unless it's like totally castrated and there's no fan service in that at all. But yeah, no, it's not big enough. It's not big enough. At the most, it'll have a tweet. Marvelous at the same time that the Direct finishes or something. They're gonna tweet out something, or it'll be in a sizzle reel for like 2 seconds. That's where it's gonna be. It doesn't deserve to be there, but that's how it's gonna be. It's not gonna be a launch game or anything. It's not gonna happen. Just because you like Thing doesn't mean that it's gonna get the best treatment. Post Deep Crimson remake would be great. Yeah, and use the engine from Senran Kagura 7 to remake Deep Crimson, right? That'd be even better. Looking forward to Project Eve. Not gonna keep my hopes up. Yeah, Project Eve looks cool. At least Leo's and Soji's group would be good. As long as the roster is a little bit bigger. It's always been a little bit bigger. GG Shelf always speaking facts. Alright. Alright, I caught up with the chat. And that is about it for me. Thank you very much, everybody, for showing up. Playing games with me. I'm starting to feel the groove again of streaming. It is not necessarily my intention to stream daily, but I did want to like play through this game and not leave you guys hanging too long with like, well, see you in 2 weeks with episode 2. Like, no. Like, if I'm gonna play through this game, then like I gotta go all in on it, right? It's not in my plans to stream daily. But this is a little exception. This is a bit of a callback to the older days where I would play Shinobi versus and upload videos for that every day. And then Estival versus and stuff. It really brings me back, but yeah. And again, with all of these fan service games, these are the only games that people actually come here to watch, and people actually talk, and we have a good time and stuff, so, you know. I'll ride this wave for as long as I can, while I work on other things. Have a great day, have lots of fun, take care, and looking forward to the next stream. Have a good one, yeah. Thank you very much, everybody. Peace out. I'm just gonna go ahead and chill out for the night. And hopefully you guys, have a good one tomorrow. I'm gonna get some sleep. Good night, yeah. Good night. Happy November. No major issues, exactly. The stream did not cut out or buffering or anything. I just, like, knocked out the cable to my microphone, and that's pretty much it. And the typical sniffles are still there. But I'm working on that. Things are getting better. Everything. Life itself. Everything is... it always gets better over time. I ain't giving up, so you should not give up either. I'll see you next time. Bye.